Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News from TayNinhTV radio and television station. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, the People Committee of TayNinhTV Province had a regular monthly meeting on November 20, 2019 to collect comments on four important content groups. Mr. Phạm Văn Tân, Deputy Secretary of TayNinhTV Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, chaired the meeting.
At the meeting, the Department of Planning and Investment submitted the content on commenting on the medium-term public investment plan for the period 2024-2025. Among them, the list of medium-term public investment projects is considered as one of the very important contents. In this regard, Mr. Phạm Văn Tân noted that the investment projects first must be arranged according to resources, certain principles and regulations. After that, adjustment will be made to ensure the general development requirements of the whole province. Meanwhile, the Department of Transport submitted the report on the investment policy and implementation plan of Ho Chi Minh City Mộc-Bài Expressway project. The meeting also commented on the resolution stipulates the spending level for the training and retaining of cadres, civil servants, and public employees in the province, and resolution on assigning employment quotas for departments, committees, branches, and people's committees of districts and provincial city in 2020, submitted by the Department of Home Affairs. In this content, the chairman of the Provincial People's Committee said that the conference basically agreed with the submitted content, assigned the Home Affairs Department to complete the documents. The Department of Agriculture and Rural Development submitted the resolution stipulating inner city areas of cities, towns, resident areas not allowed to raise animals. This content received a lot of discussion. The chairman of the Provincial People's Committee highly appreciated the initiative of the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, but this content still has many issues to review. Departments of Cultural, Sports and Tourism also presented at the meeting on scheme of tourism village clusters in TayNinhTV Province. Regarding this content, the chairman of the Provincial People's Committee also asked the delegates to contribute comments on written after the meeting. TayNinhTV Provincial People's Council recently surveyed the implementation of tasks and resolutions to develop agriculture in Tân Biên District. This is one of the contents prepared for the 14th session of the 9th Provincial People's Council for 2016-2021 tenure. For 3 years, Tân Biên District has implemented 6 projects and agricultural extension modules with a total budget of over 4.2 billion Vietnam dong. The district has introduced many policies on investment and development of agricultural production, such as policy to support the construction of large fields, support policy to reduce agricultural losses, support policy to improve the efficiency of livestock, and policy to support investment in rural household water treatment systems. The Division of Agriculture and Rural Development of Tân Biên District proposed that the Provincial People's Council work with commercial banks to create favorable conditions for businesses, individuals, and households to borrow capital under Decision number 68, dated November 14, 2013, by the Prime Minister on support policies to reduce losses in agriculture. Speaking at the meeting, members of the survey team shared with the local authorities and people who have difficulties in assessing policies and projects, including product output and access to loans.
The Ministry of Information and Communication, coordinated with the Provincial People Committee of TayNinhTV Province, organized a training workshop on information and propaganda skills of a communication project under the National Target Program on Sustainable Poverty Reduction 2016-2020 on November 21, 2019.
Attending the training course, there was Mr. Hoàng Vĩnh Bảo, Deputy Minister of Information and Communications, Vice Chairman of TayNinhTV People's Committee Dương Văn Thắng, and nearly 100 representatives of the Department of Information and Communications of southern provinces and cities. The delegates were introduced and guided by lecturers from the Ministry of Information and Communications, the Voice of Vietnam, Academy of Journalism and Communication, guiding the contents of the operating mechanism, the management of national target programs, financial mechanism for implementing the program related to the implementation of objectives and tasks in the field of information and communication. On the other hand, specialized topics on the system structure of specialized equipment for basic information work, the role of the basic radio stations, how to produce a radio program at the grassroots level, with the theme of implementing the National Target Program on Sustainable Poverty Reduction 2016-2020 were also included in the training course. TayNinhTV Department of Information and Communications, in collaboration with the Mobile Phone Telecommunication Corporation, held a meeting to present some solutions for introducing information technology and telecommunications products based on artificial intelligence to successfully build e-government towards digital government and smart urban development in TayNinhTV province. At the meeting, the Mobile Phone Telecommunications Corporation has presented a number of solutions, including text-to-speech, mic call center, an intelligent switchboard that automatically calls and answers by turning text into voices using artificial intelligence, and comprehensive audio newspaper solution. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is a technology that gets machines to simulate human thought and learning processes, especially computer systems. These processes include information gathering and information usage rules, using rules to reach approximate conclusions or identify and correct errors themselves. Special applications of AI include expert systems, speech recognition and machine vision, face, object, and handwriting recognition. The Agricultural Extension Center of TayNinhTV Province on Thursday held a seminar on dairy farming development associated with product consumption at the People's Committee of An Tỉnh Khăm Mun, Trang Bàng District. Attending the seminar were more than 50 dairy farmers in Trang Bàng and Bến Cầu districts. Representative of Vinagreen Food Limited Company, TayNinhTV Brand, guided and answered some farmers' questions about care, nurturing, and disease prevention techniques in dairy farming, how to record animal husbandry management records, epidemiology, dairy farms, and purchasing policies. As of September 2019, the whole province has a total of about 13,500 cows. Dairy farms are mainly concentrated in Trang Bàng and Bến Cầu districts.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of November 21st, 2019, the Department of Health organized the 8th Scientific Conference on Respiratory, Asthma, and Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Diseases. Attending the conference, there were Associate Professor Lê Thủy Tiết Lan, Vice President of Vietnam Respiratory Society, Dr. Nguyễn Văn Thọ of the University of Medicine and Pharmacy at Ho Chi Minh City, along with nearly 100 delegates from the Medical Examination and Treatment Facility and TayNinhTV Police Hospital.
This annual seminar is organized to learn about solutions, to exchange and learn from the experience of good doctors who have saved many critical cases in order to help patients get medical treatment right from the beginning, preventing the risk of death. Associate Professor Dr. Lê Thủy Tiết Lan had a discussion on health economic issues in managing asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. These diseases are the third leading cause of death after stroke and heart attack, that early detection and treatment will benefit the patient and the medical team. Meanwhile, Dr. Nguyễn Văn Thọ had the report on lung cancer in patients with lung disease and pulmonary tuberculosis sequelae, an increasingly popular integrated cancer, making it the seventh leading cause of global death. Currently, there are more than 384 million people infected with this disease, including more than 40,000 cases in Vietnam, the highest rate in Asia. Therefore, early detection is needed so that patients can be effectively treated.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.